Well, we're currently at, I think Mayor Kevin Winters said, one of the best kept secrets here in Rotorua. That is our wastewater treatment plant for the official opening of a pilot project with Scion, with local government and local council, called Waste to Gold. What is it all about? Turning human sludge into gold, into a few possibilities that we as people can use locally here in Rotorua and possibly around the rest of the country. We will talk to some key people to find out more about what this project is about.
Great pleasure officially declaring the pilot project.
Officially opened the pilot project of Waste to Gold. Where did this all start for you guys at Scion?
Yeah, I guess it started with a project we had going called EcoSmart Technologies. It was funded by the government through the Foundation for Research, Science and Technology. In 2008 we partnered up with Rotorua to take it into the next phase of development, which was proof of concept in the lab, and then of course it's culminated today in the pilot plant.
People at home may be going, oh, what is it? What benefits is it going to have for me? How does it work?
Sure. So at the moment, Rotorua makes about 8,500 tonnes of sewage. That's number twos that we all generate, plus the bugs that grow on the sewage, and that's landfilled at the moment. So what we're doing is we're taking that material, we're putting it through two stages. In the first stage, we mix it with bacteria, and the bacteria make it more liquid, and they start to break it down into smaller pieces. In the second stage, we burn it in water, so it's called thermal oxidation. We put the sludge into water, we heat it up to above 200 degrees, we add oxygen, and you literally burn it in the water, and when it burns it creates acetic acid or vinegar, ammonia, which we can use for fertiliser, and phosphorus, which we can use for fertiliser. So we essentially go from sewage, which you will be familiar with, all the way to a clear liquid that can be used for added value.
Council side of things, I mean, what got you guys on board?
Well, we're looking for a good environmentally sustainable solution for disposal of biosolids. We've got problems with disposing it to landfill. We don't think it's a long-term acceptable solution, and so we're looking for a much better solution that is sustainable and is good for the environment.
So what are the issues disposing it at landfill? What problems does that create?
Operational problems on site. Environmentally, it ends up discharging a significant amount of greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, and as well as that, there's a significant cost. So we're looking at far better solutions overall.
So if political-wise, government-wise, you've spent a fair bit of time lobbying for this?
Yeah, that's right. So more than a year ago, I met with our Mayor Kevin Winters. He presented me with a document this big, which was the proposal. I had a quick look at it, and I would tell you I'm not sure I understood it all, because there's some cutting-edge science involved in this. I met with Nick Smith, who's the Minister of Environment, and said, Nick, here's a great project and we need $1 million. He was a bit sceptical at the time because it was the lion's share of the funding available for the whole country, but we made our case, and he got his officials to go through the proposal, and about 2 weeks later he said to me, that's not a bad project you've got there in Rotorua, which gave me confidence. But really Rotorua District Council have put their might behind this, and a bit of their own money, well, the ratepayers' money, and Scion, we've got some of the world's best scientists here working on projects like this, and today is a great day to see the next stage of what I hope will mean lower costs for us, because we'll be able to produce resource out of the waste that we generate in this city.
So is this a first for government? I mean, $1 million from the Waste Management Fund, is this the first from that fund?
The government started up the Waste Man funds in our first year in government. As those monies have flowed through, this is the largest single grant that we've given, and that's because we are tremendously excited. Every community in New Zealand has got this problem of what to do with its biosolids that comes out the rear end of its sewage processing plant. We want to reduce that amount of waste that's going to landfill. This exciting technology is a way to do it. It's only a pilot project at this point. It's particularly significant in Rotorua in that we've had a pretty sorry history of the sewage waste doing tremendous environmental damage to Lake Rotorua, a problem that's going to be around for generations. And so it's fantastic to be in Rotorua, seeing Scion, the Rotorua District Council and government partnering up to try and find a economic solution to a pretty challenging environmental problem.
But once again for Rotorua.
It's world-beating technology happening here in Rotorua, Steve, and I'm delighted that the Ministry for the Environment had confidence in us, had confidence in Scion to partner with us to invest in this baby behind me. So I'm really delighted that we're leading the world in terms of innovation and environmental sustainability.
Because this is the first time, I mean, we've got local government, we've got government, we've got scientists all working together.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's great.
Yeah. So when we heard about this about 3 years ago, I was a little bit sceptical that we could work together, but the scientists have proven through their pilot plant, and when the Crown came on board, because they heard about this, so Ministry for the Environment did due diligence on this whole project, and so that we got the buy-in from Ministry for the Environment, buy-in from Scion, and of course we were a natural partner. So really delighted that we're doing this here today.
How achievable is it?
We think in terms of the technology it's very achievable. We think the value proposition to the community is very high. This plant at full scale will save Rotorua about $1.5 million a year in sewage disposal. Just in the Bay of Plenty we calculate at least $25 million worth of value by going into Tauranga and other parts of Bay of Plenty. In New Zealand there's 3 million tonnes of this material. If you multiply that by the value of this material, which is in the order of hundreds of dollars a tonne, then you're looking at a huge opportunity for New Zealand to turn its waste literally into economic value or gold.
Well, so there you have it, the important information from the important people in the know about Waste to Gold, the new biosolids program, the pilot project running here at the wastewater treatment plant in Rotorua. A fantastic idea, you know, all that human sludge being dumped at landfills around the country could soon be turned to gold and turned into useful things that we can use with not much left to go to landfill, if anything. The pilot project due to start beginning of July, running for a year, and from there we will look with bated breath as to how big the plant will be built, the success of the pilot project, and certainly thank you to Todd McClay, who has lobbied for it to go here into Rotorua and the funds from government to be spent. So well done to Todd McClay. Thanks for joining us here at the official opening of the pilot plant, and stay with us. We'll be back after the break.